and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. There are many parts of the country that have tornado seasons, they have typhoon seasons. What do they do? Well, when they know that these seasons are coming up on them, they begin to prepare themselves. And oftentimes they tie down stuff, they put torps over stuff, they put weights on stuff to try to hold it down so that it won't be tossing to and fro, by the wind. So what do we do when our lives are being tossed to and fro by the waves and the temptations of life? What do we do? What is holding us down? What is keeping us grounded? Or do we just say, oh, I'm just going to forget this. I'm going to just fly with the wind, do whatever comes? What we should do, or what we should have already done, is we should always be rooted and grounded in the Word. Let's go to Hebrews 6 and 19. But we're going to start a verse ahead. We're going to start at verse 18. Hebrews 6, and we're going to start at verse 18. It says that by two immutable things in which it was impossible for God to lie, we might have a strong consolation who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us, which hope we have as an anchor of the soul. I'm going to stop right there. We need to be anchored in the Word of God. We can't just read the Word of God and just say, yeah, okay, I read that. Yeah, I read that I'm supposed to have hope. I read that I'm supposed to believe. No, we have to have the Word of God as an anchor for our souls. I've been privileged to see the humongous, enormous anchors on ships. And when I say enormous, humongous, they are just that. But we know that there is no one and nothing bigger than our God that we serve. So now, if a piece of iron can be fashioned into something big enough to hold a ship down, how much greater is our God to be able to keep us rooted and grounded and firmly planted when life comes our way? The Word of God will not lie. It's the Word of God, and God cannot lie. So therefore, if our souls is anchored in the Word of God, we will not be tossed to and fro. We do not have to worry when the storms of life come our way. Know that God is and willing to be the anchor for your soul. So if you want to tie down something, if you want to get tied to something, if you don't want to be tossed to and fro, if you don't want to be indecisive, then put your hope and belief in the Word of God and let Him become your anchor.